Hello, this is Lance Cleveland. I'm going to show you some of the features that I'm working on for Enhanced Map version 1.0 that I hope to have out here in the next month or less. So this is some of the new settings that will change the way the map is rendered. Also, what you're seeing here, this is a setup for a customization project for a customer. They built the WordPress theme, and with the new Store Locator Plus 4 and some of the other add-on packs like Pro Pack and Enhanced Results, you can easily build this side-by-side layout like you're seeing here without any code modification and relatively minimal CSS. In fact, the CSS is using a new theme that's shipping with Store Locator Plus 4 called Beside Myself, which puts the map to the left and the search and results on the right. So I'm going to show you specifically today the enhanced map feature that will remove the home icon and change the way it zooms. This is how it looks by default with immediately show locations turned on. The default is to put the home marker in the center of the country, which if you zoom in on that, it puts it somewhere near Coffeyville, Kansas. That just happens to be where Google decided the center of the United States was. So that's how it comes up by default. If I go to this page with immediately show locations turned on, I've got all my test locations nearby in South Carolina, and you can see sets the default here and puts the locations there. So the new features, and these may move somewhere in the UI before final release, but it's hide immediate home icon. That's one of the first features. So if I turn that on, what that does is disable the home icon that comes up by default in the middle of the country. So now if I reload the map, this home icon is no longer in the center of the country. It doesn't get included in the points that are plotted on the map. So Google now draws a bounding box around all the locations that came up, not including Coffeyville, Kansas. And here you go. This is where it zooms in this case, the state of South Carolina. So the size of the box is determined by Google automatically, and that's as tight as it's going to zoom. There is a feature called zoom level and zoom adjustment. Now I can only get a little bit tighter, one step tighter on the zoom adjustment by setting this to 0, and by doing that it will come up just slightly closer zoomed in than the entire state of South Carolina in this case. And here you go, it's zoomed in a little tighter. So that's as tight as it's going to get. So in my case, I'm going to want to come in even tighter than that. So you know, this may not be a good example the way my locations are spread out, but there's another setting that's called Do Not Auto Zoom. What this does is it stops the Google Map from zooming in to that bounding box, and it will only zoom to exactly the setting you set here. So if I were to set it to, let's say, 15, which is very tight zoom, and save that, it's going to zoom in really tightly on the map wherever the center of these locations are. So somewhere around here, I'm guessing, it's going to zoom in almost to the street level. In fact, I think that is street level zoom, and it's going to show the streets in the middle of the state here, and that's what you're going to get with that zoom level. It does not draw a bounding box automatically. So as I zoom out, you'll see that there they are, way out here. I can use this in either direction. I can just tell it, hey, force the thing to zoom out globally, basically, with that 2 setting. And it's going to force it. It's going to still define the center of the map to be wherever your points are. It's going to find the middle of all the locations, and then it's going to zoom out however far it needs to. So these locations will be in the center of the map, and it's going to zoom out. In that case, 2 is basically world view. So in some cases, you're going to have just locations in a small area like this, and you might not like the automatic bounding box, and you can set it to zoom a lot tighter by default using those new settings. So those are coming up in Enhanced Map version 1. That is a Store Locator Plus version 4 specific add-on pack, and all the add-on packs for Store Locator Plus version 4 are going to be paid upgrades. There will be discount codes for people who have purchased add-on packs recently, so you want to stay up to date on the blog for that. So that's the new features that are going into Enhanced Map. Those are just some of the features that have been worked on this weekend. So that's what's coming. If you have any questions, please post in the forums. Thank you. Bye.